Good morning, everybody. 7 minutes for seniors. I am Chris Wilson with Modified Independence, here with Morgan Brown from Senior Living Placement Group, coming to you from Ortega Gardens Memory Care here in Timuquana, Jacksonville, Florida, following our Westside Senior Enrichment Council meeting, where I found out that I'm the incoming vice president.
Yay.
She will be the secretary, continuing diligently taking notes on the computer during the meeting. So if you don't know about Westside Senior Enrichment Council, reach out to me or Morgan. Anybody on the west side of Jacksonville that's a senior that needs help, we can definitely help with grants and stuff like that. And that's the reason all of our businesses get together. So fourth segment of 7 minutes for seniors is typically a fun segment, but it can be a little bit short. So don't feel like you need to fill with answers.
Okay.
Okay. Because if it doesn't pertain to you, it just doesn't pertain to you. But if I have a table here and I've got cakes, cookies, candy bars, ice creams, and pie, Matt Hardy, pie, cake, cookie, candy bar, ice cream, or pie, which one are you grabbing?
Well, I like all of those.
Right. Well, who doesn't?
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Can I pick the type of pie it is?
Yeah. Well, trust me. Follow-up questions are about why and which one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going for the pie, but only if it's a specific one.
Okay. What kind of pie?
Village Inn French silk pie.
Holy moly! You went specific. Village Inn.
Yes. They closed the Village Inn in Mandarin. I grew up in Mandarin, so the Village Inn in Mandarin closed, but they still have the one in St. Augustine, right in downtown, and not right at downtown, but like somewhere down there. But so my mom will bring it over for special occasions. She brought me that for Mother's Day.
Have you looked to try to find the recipe before the Village Inn goes out of business?
No. My mom's made one before, and it wasn't bad. No offense, Mom, but it wasn't Village Inn's.
Right.
But no, I should. I'm just not like, I don't know. I don't get...
You should find out who the supplier is to Village Inn, because it's probably a company that
That's true. It. Good idea. I will.
Yeah.
I will.
It's like a Cisco product or something like that.
Yeah, because what if they go out? What if that one closes?
Yeah. I might as well just shut everything down, right? Okay. All right. So the pie. So it's technically not a pie. It's more of a cake, right?
Well, I think it's kind of more like a mousse. It's like a very creamy. It's not cakey, but it's kind of more like a moussey.
Okay.
Like a chocolate mousse.
All right. That reminds me of the video that I just saw yesterday. The lady in Asheville, down in the village, the Biltmore Village, the young girl. There's a hippopotamus, like a metal hippopotamus that's like floating in the water. And she's like, it's a moose. It's a moose. I'm sorry. It's a completely off subject. But as soon as you said moose, I immediately thought of that video. And she's like, it's a moose. And I'm pretty sure this girl's going to get run over on social media for calling a hippo a moose, when really the bigger issue is that whole area was devastated by the water, which is just crazy.
So sad.
Have you ever been there before? Have you been to the Biltmore in Asheville? Oh, so beautiful.
It is beautiful, yes. And it reminds me of the movie Richie Rich.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
As kids?
Yeah.
So it was filmed there. That was Richie's mansion.
Okay, so you're having pie. Okay. So the other question in this segment: beer, liquor, wine, or water?
Beer.
Beer. Okay.
And water.
You were quick on that.
Beer, liquor, wine, or water.
Right.
I think water should be my number one.
Right. But so, I mean, I put water in there for the people that just don't drink.
Okay.
Not allowed. Some people have worn out their welcome with alcohol, right? It's just a fact. So we put water in there, which is really like your Gatorades and everything like that. So beer, liquor, wine, or water. Some people say soda, pop, whatever you want to call it. So beer.
Beer.
Okay. What kind of beer?
I am an IPA girl. So like High Life, one of my favorites. I've really been liking this King of the Hill beer.
Okay.
The Pernicious is really good.
Nice. Can or bottle? How does that?
Usually comes can or draft. I prefer draft, but I just tried a Voodoo Ranger tropical something. It was really good. It was a little fruity. Nice. But my husband tells me it tastes like IPA beer tastes like grass. So I know not a lot of people like it.
I'm not a beer person, so I don't, one of my buddies runs a beer company and he's like, try this. And I'm like, you're going to get an unadulterated opinion from me. When I don't drink beer, I'll just tell you whether I like it or not.
Yes. That is my drink of choice.
So are you putting it in a glass or are you putting it in a koozie so that your hand doesn't make it warm? Like, how are we consuming this?
Both, but I do prefer it in a glass.
Right.
But I will drink it out of a can. But yes, it has to have a koozie because I don't like it to get warm at all.
So have you mastered the art of pouring a can into a glass so that it gets the right amount of head on it and everything?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
and you can
so.
get it all in the glass.
Yep. I don't know if it's like the really like appropriate way to do it, but
Well,
I
the
think I can
inappropriate
do
way
it.
is to either not get all of the can into the pint glass. Or,
Okay, yes,
yeah,
I can do it and get it right.
nice. Yeah, there you go.
Not because I do that like all the time, but
So now, do you make your own beer? Have you ever
oh
messed with
no,
the? No.
no, I don't make my own pie. I don't make my own beer. I just buy them.
So you don't. So you don't bake either.
No, I can do like bake and break cookies.
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah.
I have like my grandmother's old cake recipe that I can like try to make sometimes. It's not amazing. It's not like hers probably, but I do that. That's
I'm convinced that those old recipes are we're gonna have a hard time with those old recipes because the ingredients that we're using are different than the ingredients
oh,
that they were
and
using back in the day.
she didn't put measurements on her recipe.
Oh.
It's like you kind of have to guess.
Yeah.
For real, it took me a few tries to do it, but I've made it twice now and it's been edible. But
My wife's grandmother, we were going through all of her stuff, and we ended up with a White House cookbook from 1912 or something like that. It's just crazy. And she went through this cookbook and she added things to these different recipes and stuff like that. So she would make them and then she would add different ingredients to it to like make it her own. And when we got the book, I thought how cool it would be to start a YouTube channel where all you do is just cook recipes from the White House cookbook. Because every year, people don't realize this, there is a White House cookbook for every administration. I had no
oh,
idea. And
I
it's
did
it's
not
it's
either.
published by the chefs in the White House that cook, so you
Wow.
can make the same meals that the presidents were eating. But I always thought it was funny whenever we looking through and you'd see her chicken scratch over on the side, like add this or subtract this or whatever. It's like
Yeah,
so she would just put her own twist on it. So
that's neat.
well, that's been our fourth segment of 7 Minutes for Seniors, folks. I'm Chris. This is Morgan. If you have any questions about how to get a senior in touch with Morgan to assist with getting them placed in assisted or independent or memory care, make sure you reach out to her. Otherwise, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow for our fifth and final segment.